Okay, so you're going to go ahead and get your date and your page number and your learning target and write all that stuff down and get it in your table of contents. And tonight we're going to add and subtract radicals. So we've done multiplying, dividing, we've simplified. Now we're going to add and subtract them. Before we get started on this, I want to do a quick reminder about like terms. So for example, if I wanted to add 2x plus 3y minus 6x, you can only combine the terms that are alike, which means they have the same variable. So I would add 2x and negative 6x, and that would give me a negative 4x. And then I've got this plus 3y that I can't do anything to, so it just comes down. We are going to use this concept when we are adding and subtracting radicals. So make sure that you get this slide down and you write this down. You can only combine them if they're the same, if they're like radicals. And what makes them like radicals is what's underneath it matches. So for example, these two are like radicals because their radicands are both 2. What's underneath the radical is both 2. These are not like radicals. So like for example, if I wanted to add 4 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 2, I would get 6 square root of 2, just like I would if I was adding 4x plus 2x. It's like combining like terms. I would get a 6x. Okay, this would be like trying to combine a 4y and a 4x. You can't combine them. That's just your answer. So for example, if I was trying to add 4 square root of 3 plus 4 square root of 2, what's under here doesn't match. So my answer would just be 4 square root of 3 plus 4 square root of 2 because you can't combine them together. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. So looking at example 1, let me give you another example. If I had them already simplified, for example, if I had something like 2 square root of 3 minus 4 square root of 2 plus 5 square root of 3. The like terms, the like radicals, are these two. So I can combine those together. I can do 2 plus 5 and get 7. So 2 square root of 3's plus 5 square root of 3's is 7 square root of 3's. And then I can combine I can't combine negative 4 square root of 2, so I just bring it down. And that would be my final answer. Okay, well that would be great if they all worked out that way. But when you look at this one, it originally looks like nothing combines because 3 and 27 don't match. But what I need to do is simplify it, because maybe if I simplify one of these or both of these, something will. So for example, if I look at negative 2 square root of 3, I can't break that down. So this is not going to change. But this one can be broken down. So let's just focus on this side. If I broke down 27, 3 square root of 27. The 3's on the outside. And I can break down 27 into 9 times 3. Well, 9 breaks down into 3 times 3. And this 3 doesn't break down. I'm just simplifying. This is not new. I already had a 3 on the outside. This 3 is a couple, so it leaves. This 3 is still single, so it stays. So this, instead of actually being 3 square root of 27, it's actually 9 square root of 3. Now this other one, this negative 2 square root of 3, I couldn't break down, so I'm just going to bring it down. Now that I have it all simplified, I can see that these actually are like radicals, so I can add them together. Negative 2 square root of 3's plus 9 square root of 3's should give me 7 square root of 3's. And that's your final answer. Let's try one more example. Right now when you're looking at example 2, it looks like none of these match. But let's break them down to make sure. So 2 square root of 2, I can't break that down. 5 square root of 3, I can't break that down. 4 square root of 18, I can break that down. So that's what I'm going to do. 18 breaks down into 9 times 2. 9 breaks down into 3 times 3 times 2. I've had a negative 4 on the outside. 3 is a couple, so it gets to leave with the 4. 2 is still single, so it has to stay. and I get negative 12 square root of 2. None of that's new, that's why I'm going so fast through it. 5 square root of 3 could not be broken down, so I'm just going to bring it down. 2 square root of 2 could not be broken down, so I'm just going to bring it down. Now, they're not all like radicals, but some of them are, which means I can go ahead and combine 2 square root of 2 and negative 12 square root of 2. 2 square root of 2's minus 12 square root of 2's is negative 10 square root of 2's. And then I can't combine this to anything, so I'm just going to bring it down, and this is my final answer.